I guess you could say, like everything in life, you get used to a different way of living. And so here we are on what will be probably quite a little while of this cold temperature. Everything goes as normal. Eggs for breakfast and odd and end chores. We're not really going away, and we're just hunkering down at home. I guess most of you are probably doing the same thing. I cleaned out my refrigerator and had some more of these spring onions, and I wanted to get them packaged up and put them in the freezer. And I thought I would have them for on top of baked potatoes. And now I want to show you a book, and I absolutely love this. It's Ideals, and it is of the Hearth edition, and it's really warm and inviting and cozy. Because even though we have a wood stove, it's still very cold in the rest of the house. And we tend to sit at the wood stove like they did in the olden days, where everyone gathered around the cook stove to stay warm on a cold, windy day. Magic. As I look out my window at the dancing, whirling snow, my chair seems twice as cozy beside the fireside glow. I listen to the north wind howling on my window pane. 'Tis a perfect night of dreaming and a walk down memory lane. So I settle back in comfort to gaze at flames of gold and have many precious memories one by one unfold. Dear familiar faces from out the long ago smile and delight me in the rosy fire's glow. Places of my childhood return so shining bright as I drift in lovely dreams on the frosty winter night. It is a very special magic that a fireside can weave. Just you try it as I have done, and then you will believe. I'm going through all of my old books and old things on this snowy day, and it's a wonderful thing to do because what else am I going to do inside here? Going through all of my books, cleaning up, and just relaxing. It's somewhat of a vacation and enjoying the beautiful snow. This year, my intentions are to enjoy every season of life. Enjoy the spring, the summer, and enjoy the fall. And now I'm enjoying the winter time. I don't have cabin fever as much as I used to, and I find that probably one of the most surprising things. When you don't go away as much and you tend to be home, you get used to being home. While it's not for everybody, it sure is for me. I love being home all the time, not just on snowy days. I just love these ideals, especially the old-fashioned ones. I really like the old ones. And they had this, and it's inscribed inside, which sometimes I think is even more fascinating. To that, a wonderful friend, Janet. It probably was written back in 1965. Home, sweet home. I mean, how charming is these beautiful photos? All right, I'm getting quite warm sitting here, and I have to finish my work. As I go through all of my books, I am really happy that I found all of my Gentle Spirit magazines. I have 12, I think it's like 12 of them. I have 10 of them, and these are priceless to me. But they were all scattered out through everywhere. But now I know where they are. I'm going to keep them all together. And then this one is another one, Making It Home. I'm not sure when this one was, but I cannot wait to probably read this one later on tonight. And then I love the country living ones. They are so fascinating. Our home is a little over 1,000 square feet, and most of the time we are spent in these rooms. This room here, the living room, and of course the kitchen, and of course the bedroom to sleep. We made our table really small. That way we can walk around the wood area a lot more. In the summertime, this room will look really big because we won't have any wood in there, and it's actually very roomy. We sit right here. I have a very old footstool that my mom made, and I sit right here, and this is how I watch the fire. Works out really good this way. These are just parts of my videos that I never explain or share with all of you before. I'm gonna go ahead and take my sweeper. I like to vacuum 3 times a day, usually in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, around this area here to keep it clean and keep it free from wood debris. I'm really happy with the fact that my husband and I both really enjoy cleaning the wood stove and keeping it nice and clean. And I think it will help it last a lot longer. Did I tell you guys that I love my wood stove? Back in the day, before we had a wood stove, we heated a lot of our house with these oil lamps. All right, we have the oil lamp in the bathroom, and it's going to give it to about 6 or 7 degrees hotter, but it's going to take all the dampness out, and that will really help us. And here I am in my little corner of the woods, and this is the heating pad that I like to use for my back when I'm really need extra comfort. I'll usually use it for about half an hour before bed. It just makes me so comfortable. Then I have my laptop right here. This is my little laptop. And this doesn't take hardly any energy at all to run. And when I watch the old-fashioned black and white movies, it takes very little. I think it takes about 3 to 4 watts, which is hardly anything. If I wanted to watch like a main type video like from nowadays, it's at 7 to 12 watts. But I like to watch the old-fashioned black and white movies, and it's just something I'm really enjoying right now. And I do watch them on YouTube. So I watch them for free. And now I'm just tidying up everything. The cords, putting them all together, and just keeping things tidy and clean. Ah, here we go. Mr. Rogers' music again. Something about it. reminds me on days when I stayed home from school because of that tummy ache. When I was a little girl and I would stay home from school, my mom would put on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and we had the quilt that I would use. And somehow this music takes me back into a time long ago. Isn't it something how our memories work, though? Even though it was long ago, sometimes it seems just like yesterday. Yes, those were the days when there was nothing to worry about in life. Mom and Dad took care of all of it. And now we're just going about our day, doing all the things that we do every day, and enjoying this season of our life, the cold winter seasons, and having the snow fall. The wind is starting to kick in, and because we're having sub-zero temperatures with the wind chills, I had to bring in my potatoes and my carrots and all the things that were in my out porch pantry. Even though we have a little heater out there now to keep it from freezing, I am afraid that to keep the potatoes and onions and everything out there would be just too cold. So I brought them into the spare bedroom, and now just cleaning up this room and getting this all ready. I guess you could say in these hours where I can't be outside, I'm really focusing on cleaning up and organizing. It's the perfect time of the year to do all this because garden seasoning hasn't hit yet, and I'm in the planning stages of everything. Getting all of my candles together, I need to do that so I have them in case the electricity does go out. Even though we do use a lot of the oil lamps and the LED lights, I still like to have candles. I think the beautiful atmosphere they create is worth keeping them. Well, the kitchen's cleaned up once again, and now I'm just going to go ahead and finish my chores. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I am really honored and blessed that you are spending some of your days with me. That makes me feel absolutely amazing, and you're helping support my husband and I and our endeavor here to be home on the homestead. And I really want to thank you guys so much for the long viewing time. To the 2% of you that are watching to this part of the video, I thank you the most because you guys are the one that are sustaining me because it's the time that's viewed. So those of you who are viewing me this long, I thank you very much. You're the ones that are paying the bills. You're the ones that are helping keeping me going, and you're the ones that changed my life in radical ways. Take care, everyone, and stay warm out there because it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. And I'll just keep sharing with you what we're doing here on our tiny little homestead here in Dew Valley. Goodbye, everybody.